Hello! Woo! We're back! How cool! Welcome. It's been a couple of months, isn't it? It's been a very long time. Welcome to BUZZKEIL Series 2, the first episode. We're going to do things a bit differently now. There's going to be all sorts of different things we do on the show, and I'll tell you about it all in a minute. But I just want to say hello to everyone in the chat. It's so nice to see you all. It's nice to have the old crew back together again. Yeah, it's been exciting times. I'm going to be taking a closer look at the Korg OPSIX a bit later in today's show. But yes, we're here. We made it. I thought long and hard about when I should start the show again, and yeah, this date seemed to just stand out. So welcome, and yeah, thank you very much. Thank you very much for joining me on today's show. So let's talk about what's going to happen with this new series. So we're looking at doing a show once or twice a week, and it's going to mainly focus on music, sort of hardware, software, that kind of stuff. And it's going to involve my new sort of studio layout, which is a bit different from the first series, which I'll talk to you about in just a moment. So hardware and software. We're going to be talking about other things like technology and marketing and promotional ideas and that sort of thing. So it's going to be just a mixture of different things. So hopefully it's going to be really interesting. And if at any point you just want to say hello in the chat, you want to got any questions, you just let me know. And yeah, exciting stuff. If you're watching this, if you're watching the repeat on YouTube, say hello in the comments. I'll still read them. It's all good. And yeah, but what matters is you guys. You're on Twitch right now. You're checking out the show. That's what it's all about. So thank you very much. So let's talk about the studio. Let's talk about the changes. Because since the last time I was running the live stream, I've switched everything around. I've got some new equipment as well, which is really cool. And well, I mean, let's take a look around. So what I have in front of me is my TR8S, so my MC-707, and that used to be over here. So I've basically swapped everything around with my Korgs and everything. My MX1, my Roland MX1, the mixer, that's in a box now, as is the loop station, the RC505. I'll bring that back at some point. But for now, what I'm just concentrating on is moving away from just being purely a hardware setup. So everything is kind of connected to Logic, and you'll see me using Logic and DAW software a lot more. And I think that's going to be a lot more effective in terms of making music. So I'm quite happy with how things have panned out with that. I have to admit though, I didn't actually start hooking quite a lot of this stuff up until about 3 hours ago, and it took me about 3 hours to get it all working, because I needed to get all of this to talk to the Mac, talk to Logic, and I was having all sorts of issues. And one issue I had, which I'll just go over to this view, is that I'd press the play button and audio would come through on the track, but none of it was being sent to the stereo out, which was just doing my head in. I couldn't figure out why, and I was literally about an hour and a half. I was just trying to figure this out. Then I watched someone on YouTube, and it was the greatest tutorial of all time, because it was about 50 seconds. They just really quickly showed us, and basically you have to right click, go customize, and you have to turn this feature on called auto input monitoring, and then it has this button up here which is turned on, and you just need to turn it off. And that's it. When I press play, if I press play on here, stuff starts playing. And that's cool. And I've got sequences added and stuff to the 707. It all just triggers. It all just starts playing, which is really cool. So I'm pretty happy with that setup. Yeah, so in terms of gear and stuff, I've got another camera, which is the main camera that I'm talking to now. The camera I had before for the stream is the GH5. It's just off to my right here, and that's what's kind of focusing on this nice shot here. This is a Blackmagic Pocket Cinema Camera 4K that I'm using, And what I really like, you can just see over my shoulder, I've got an auto cue, a teleprompter. I'm not reading off a script for tonight's show. When I do my videos for YouTube, I have everything scripted out, and I had to get used to not having like really bad auto cue eyes, because you could see me when I first was practicing using it. You could just see my eyes do this from side to side, and underneath and above the camera it looked terrible. So a bit of practice we got there. So I've just got the show notes for today's show, and what's really cool is I have my phone, and I can actually scroll on the teleprompter using my phone. So there we go. If you see me on my phone, it's not because I'm ignoring you. Just checking the notes. But there we are. It's Keil for that footage. Do you know what? I've probably got it recorded somewhere. I'll put it on the Patreon. I'm sure it's not going to be that interesting. You just see my eyes just go in really funny places as I'm reading. So, as I said, yeah, we're going to have a look at the OPSIX. The synthesizer that I got back in June. You may remember the birthday stream that I did when I was unwrapping both of these synths behind me, which was really cool. We're going to focus on the Korg OPSIX in a bit, because that got a really good update. And I've got some really good sounds on it that I want to kind of go through tonight. But before we do that, let's talk about some stuff. First of all, I just want to give some acknowledgement to this. So it's Native Instruments' 25th anniversary, and they have released their instruments in this sort of ultraviolet blue, which I am in love with. Look at that. How blue is that keyboard? That is incredible. I want one of those so bad. I would settle for a Machina though. A Machina I could probably fit in this setup. I have no room for this at all. But honestly, it looks so good. So anyway, I was checking it out. And I thought, let's have a look at their products. So I was like, okay, got Machina Plus, and I know that's expensive. That's like above £1,000. And I thought, I can't afford that. Let's have a look at the Machine Mark III. So I thought, okay, let's just click on that and let's see how much it is. Oh, it's £579. Great. Awesome. I do actually quite like the Machina. And my first Machina was this one. I haven't got it plugged in. I think it's in the bottom. I had this Machine Mark II, which I still intend to sort of set up and use. It is quite good, but it doesn't have the bells and whistles of the new one, the screens and everything. So no, I looked at that price and I thought, okay, I mean that's quite expensive. I thought, let's have a look at a keyboard, because it's just a keyboard, right? It's a MIDI keyboard. It's not a synthesizer. How bad can it be? So I clicked on the 49 key version. Oh look, it's £629. So yeah, I'm hoping this show takes off and lots of people buy coffees. That's not a hint to you guys, by the way. You've all been more than generous enough already. But yeah, I'm just kind of working out how I can possibly get one. But I've noticed some retailers have started selling them, like Anderson's. They've got these listed as of today, and they might do credit. So I don't know. But look at that keyboard. Look how blue that is. That's amazing. That is just so nice. And Wolf's already got his eye. Wolf's already got his eye on one of those. Excellent. Let's move that comment out of the way. Right, yeah, so that was cool. And then the other thing that caught my eye this week, and it all involves money, doesn't it? It all involves money. But the new Macs. Oh, they look so good. They've got like an SD card slot and everything. How good's that? But yeah, I mean, I'm just looking at these thinking, oh, I would love one. Love to get one of these. And obviously I'd want like a sort of a Max. So again, we're in dollars actually. Let's go to the UK store, because this... Anyway, let's go to the UK store. Let's work out how much the Mac is that I want. And what's good about these Macs actually is that it can support more than 2 screens, which is quite annoying, because I've got this. I've got the Mac Mini, which I'm using right now, which is set up. So I've got. I mean, I'll go to this angle. I've got the screen that I'm looking at with Logic on. I've got this little screen here, which has the setup for you know, the stream and everything, and I've got the stuff to control the video mixer and everything like that. But I need some more. I actually, not in a vanity way, but I do actually need some more screens, because I need to kind of have a gauge of what I'm doing. So I don't even have Twitch open to control it. So if anyone comes in and just starts any trouble, I have to rely entirely on Mr. Modulator to sort me out. Anyway, let's have a look at this Mac. So obviously I want a 16-inch MacBook Pro, because, you know, you got to have it. And then obviously it's like the Max, because you've got like the 10 core, the CPU. And I'm thinking, yeah, that would be quite nice. Let's have that. And then I thought, well, obviously, if I'm getting it, you can't upgrade the RAM afterwards. Let's have 64 gig, and obviously I want the most amount of storage. By the way, imagine spending £2,200 just on the storage. Just imagine. And there we go. So what's that? That's £5,899, which I don't think is that bad. I don't think it's that bad a price, because it's such a powerful machine. But yeah, there's a couple of things I've had my eye on, and you know what I really want to do, I suppose, is get some of that good stuff. But anyway, I'm very happy with what I got. I've got this lovely setup, and things are starting to work. Tonight I'm going to be recording something. I don't know how it's going to go, because I've not actually tested the setup fully yet, so stuff could go wrong. Who knows? It's all part of the fun, right? So let's talk about the OPSIX, which is this. This is the OPSIX, and yeah, that's basically. Actually, let's add up. Let's take the 5,000. Let's work this out. How many coffees do I need? So let's. Is there like a calc? There's no. Let's go to Google calculator. How bad's that? Oh, look, Google has a calculator. That's actually kind of cool. Right, so that Mac was about £5,800, and then obviously I was about, let's round it up to 600. Okay. Why is it? Oh, God, there's a bit of lag on that equals button. Okay, so £6,400. How much are coffees? Hang on, where's my one? I'm not dropping hints at all. I'm just doing it for amusement. £2. Okay, so I'm dividing that by 2. It's £3,200. What am I doing? What am I doing? There you go. 3,200 coffees are required. That doesn't take into account the cut that PayPal or Stripe payments take, which I think's about 10%. So you can add 10% more coffees onto that, and then oh my God. I know that's a lot, but don't worry, I'm not expecting people to buy me coffees. In fact, the coffees people have already bought me, which is fantastic. They've enabled me to get so much cool equipment. I'm very happy with that. So let's go back and have a look at the OPSIX. This is, where's the camera? There's it. There it is, the OPSIX. So I got this back in June, and I really liked it. I thought it has some really, really good sounds. Yeah, and I didn't get too much into the programming side of it, and I still sort of haven't. And maybe that's something that will come. But yeah, they released an update, and the update is 2.0, and it's put a few new features on it. It's got an effects operator now. It's got some pink and blue noise. It works with Aftertouch, but not natively on the keyboard, because this isn't an Aftertouch keyboard. But you can hook up an external MIDI controller if you want to, and you can use Aftertouch. For example, this, I've got a key step down here that supports Aftertouch. I haven't got it hooked up, but you have that option. The biggest thing for me, though, is all the new presets, and that's the bit I'm really excited about, because actually I think the presets are, in terms of all synthesizers, the most exciting bit. I kind of like sometimes just sitting around turning the dials and crafting a sound, and that's great. But also, I just like a good bunch of presets. And originally, it came with lots of really good presets, and I've been quite happy. But there was quite a few sort of duff ones as well. But I was going through all of the new presets on the 2.0, and it is actually really good. There's a good ratio, probably about 60 sounds out of the 100 that they added that I quite like, which actually is a ratio that's pretty good. So yeah, we're going to be exploring this today. We're going to be going through the sounds, checking out some of the different presets. Some of them are wild. It's really cool. And then having a go at making a track and doing something cool with that. Oh look, who's that? Micro F1 wants to become famous. I'm already famous, mate. Don't worry about it. Yeah, so FM synthesis. I know the first FM synthesizer I got was a Yamaha DX7. I bought secondhand on eBay, and I couldn't figure out for life of me how to just get any other sounds on it. I mean, it was just the stock sounds it had on it were just like, here's a fake trumpet, here's a fake violin, and it just sounded bad, and I couldn't figure out how to program it or get patches on it, and it's really quite difficult. So I sold it, but I've always loved FM because it's got that sound of the 80s. I really like 80s sounding music, so that's why I was really excited to try and use the OPSIX a bit more. So that's something I'm really excited by. Yeah, so that's kind of what's going on. So let's have a look at this. These are the presets, and actually I do want to show some love. What saved me, what I'm really impressed with is this, which, let's go to this screen. The librarian that comes with it. Because as much as I like fiddling with knobs and dials and things, sometimes I just want to see a list. I just want to use functions on here that I kind of get. So actually this librarian was a bit of a godsend. Okay, so here we are. I'm set up. Actually, let's get the camera on. I spent about an hour trying to figure out today is how to get a round circle. You'll see what I mean. If I do that, there we go. I'm in the top left corner. Woo! That took ages to figure out. How's the sound? Can you hear that okay? Does it need to be louder? So what I'll do, I'm going to go through some of my favourite sounds of the 2.0 update. There's lots of really cool things in here. This is one. It's called it's number 7. It's called Wave Shape EP. That's really cool. Punchy Piano Wire. This is number 9. Listen to the way it trails off. And there's a few sounds like this that do this. You hold down the chord, and then you get this sound. Sound that is. This one's cool. I used this on the stream on Sunday. It's called Overcompressed. You hear that sort of white noise behind it. Kind of gives this sort of blowy vibe to it. You can hear the compression actually. There's lots not everyone's cup of tea, but that's a good sound. Here's one I was playing earlier. This is number 19, OP Delay electric piano. This is cool. This is called Gritty Timber. A lot of these sounds, these aren't just Korg sounds. I think Korg have sourced other people to make some of these patches for the OPSIX, just like they did with the original bunch. But I find with these, now people have a bit more time to play with it. I don't know, just feel a bit more expressive, the sounds. And they sort of evolve the longer you hold them down. And an FM synthesizer, probably not, we'd expect to have a tone wheel organ. It's like redneck Metallica. This one's lovely. When you play a chord and you hold it down, you listen to the sound, how it sort of fades away. And Wolf says this is not a true FM synthesizer, and that is absolutely right. It's like the evolution of it, and that's what makes it quite exciting. I can't get over that sound. It's absolutely gorgeous. Okay. Do you know what? I'm going to admit something. You can have 4 banks of patches, 4 banks of 16, so 64 in total. I only figured out yesterday how to switch between different banks. How lame is that? Right, this one's called Night Sky. So moving on to some of the sort of arpeggiator patches. It's just so cool, it just goes on and on and on. It's brilliant. Not sure why I picked this one for the favourites list. It's kind of one of those sounds you'd sort of bury in the mix of a track just to add a sort of a layer of interest, but not something you notice unless you listen really carefully. This is cool. This is it's a ninth chord. But when you play chords on the ninth chord, it actually sounds quite good. mind this one. Proper 80s vibe to that one. I love it. It's a great sound. Rasp and static. That's what I love about some of these sounds. You play it and you think that sounds great, and you hold down a chord. This one, rather ominously, is called Wasps. Some of these sounds are really quite cinematic. Great minds think alike. That's so cool. That's such a good sound. This is like a, yeah, it could be. It's like Blade Runner in a box, some of these sounds. Absolutely brilliant. way down the back stairs. Thanks for tuning in. And yeah, I completely agree. It's why I love this synthesizer so much. It's why I really like FM synthesis and things are influenced by that. I just love the sound of the 80s. It's my favourite decade of music. It's my favourite decade of film. Film scores were kind of cool. And what's good about the film music you had in the 80s, you had all the synthesizer stuff going on. You had, you know, you had your Blade Runner soundtrack. You also had like other great scores like Brad Fiedel, who did Terminator, the original Terminator film. All kind of synthesizers, and it just sounded great. And then you had this juxtaposition of John Williams film scores as well. And then in the 90s, it all sort of lent way more towards orchestral film scores. But then we are sort of seeing the return of synthesis. So true, Mr. Modulator. So true. Sub bass underneath. If you turn it up loud enough, that's bone rattling. One note. I reckon I could get a good minute of a film score out of this one note. Brilliant. Again, it's just one note. The G has never sounded so good. Just play a few sounds at once. Oh, I think it's, yeah, it's monophonic. Oh, that's a nice E flat. This lead is so up my alley. It's amazing. It's so good. Okay. Now this one's called Rock God. This is an unexpected sound. It's a good sound. I'm just not sure what it's for. Because when you try and do lead stuff, it just sounds really messy. For slow melodic lines, it's cool. Let's go deep. I will come back and we'll have a look at some of Logic's sounds actually. Logic's electric lead. Yeah, we'll do a comparison. That'd be fun. Right, next. Nice. Actually, I can test to see if the MIDI is all synchronized with some of the arpeggiators. Oh, this is cool. Let's do a massive C major chord. C minor. How's that fit with a tempo? With tempo sync? That's so true. If I take some of those distorted guitars and just put this over the top. Ooh. Yeah, I like that. Right, this one's called Whistle and Guitar. I'm getting RPG vibes right now. Okay. Oh. I appear to be mind reading the crowd. Wow. It's just great minds. There's so many great minds in here today. This needs a fat, like, house beat underneath. Yeah. This is nice. This one's called Could You Repeat That? Okay. Okay, so we're going to move into the last few sounds. And this next sound is possibly the greatest sound I've ever heard from a synthesizer. Okay, get ready. This one's called Kong's Footstep. Just listen to that. Oh. I've always wanted this sound. Straight from a trailer. Absolutely. Okay. I think we've got a few more. These are all kind of sound effect ones now. That's amazing. That's a ridiculous sound. Wow. Right, I'm definitely using that one today. This one is called Cockpit Emergency. That's enough of that. Okay, so that's pretty much all the sounds. Well, my favourites. That's about, how much was that? 3 lots of 16 plus 4. So that's, I can't remember now. 50 something sounds. And yeah, that's really cool. Let's get on the normal camera. Let's do that. Have we turned off the corner bit? Yes, we have. Great. Yeah. That's so cool. The sounds on that are amazing. There's so many great sounds. So I thought what I would do is have a go at making some sounds in Logic. And let's do that. There we go. Here's Logic. I'm getting the Chelsea updates. Thanks, Paul. Okay, so I've set up a few tracks for basically the 4 machines we've got that are sort of working and plugged in. Do you know what? I think I'm just going to stick with the OPSIX because I don't really want to make a. I don't want to make about the. I don't want to make like a song. I just kind of want to do things differently. I'm just going to make a soundscapey Blade Runner-y type soundtrack, which will start with this. So we'll add that on at the beginning. So question, because I did a test stream the other night. What about latency? Yeah, I've hooked everything up differently. So in terms of what's going on, everything's connected now straight into the audio interface. I've got my Focusrite and I've got an expansion, an ADAT expansion unit, so I can plug in loads of inputs. They're also connected by USB, because in a normal, with these two in particular, what I would normally do is multi-track. So I don't want all of the drums and all of the sounds from the 707 going into stereo channels, because I can't really do anything afterwards in terms of mixing. So when you connect these up via USB, that allows you to do each individual drum track and each of the 8 separate tracks in the MC-707, so that you can do a lot in terms of mixing. And I do edit things quite a lot. So the USB is there for when I'm doing composition stuff, but it's all hooked up to my audio interface now. I've avoided that latency issue. It's much better. It is much better. Before I begin the track, let's do a quick promo for BUZZKEIL.shop. Oh, look at this! It's this amazing, this new lineup of merchandise with the BUZZKEIL logo. I kind of like it without the vowels. You can get mugs, you can get onesies, t-shirts, water bottles. I need to order myself. I kind of want the red one. Although, because I've got quite a red face, I will look even more like a tomato. But, yeah, look at that. BUZZKEIL. Excellent. So, if you wanna check out some merch, head over to BUZZKEIL.shop and get your sweet merchandise. Okay. So, yeah, I'm going to get myself some stuff for sure. I'll start wearing my own merch instead of this old stuff from Debenhams. Right. Yeah, so I'm going to have a go at making something. I'm going to do something quite soundscapey though. I don't want to do a cheesy... Oh, do you know what I mean? I've done all that for the whole of Series 1. Let's do something different. So what I'm going to do is we're going to turn off everything apart from the OPSIX. And gonna have a go at making something. So we start off. I think we have to start with Kong's footstep, don't we? So let's put something in. Oh, make it stop, don't record over my stuff. Oh, how do I get rid of... No, I use that one. There we go. Oh, I hate the take thing in Logic. And obviously we'll need to just... bit of compression. Let's sort out that low end. Get ready for the boom. Oh. Yeah, these are stock plugins. Let's switch to this view because then you can see me. The problem is the banner disappears when I do that. So let me just move my head higher. And then I'll have to dig out... where did I... Actually, no. If I go back to... Bear with me a second. I'm going to copy... Can I copy these? I want to just put the banners on this one. There we go. The banners are there. Right. As we were, back in Logic. Let's move my head out of the way. Let's put myself down here. Okay. Yep, stock plugins. Do you know what? I've installed so many plugins Oh, my mouse is... Uh-oh. Come on, mouse. Oh. My mouse just went nuts. Okay, much better. Yeah. So, Mr. Modulator. Everyone else has had this story, but I don't think I've told you this. So there's this anniversary deal for IK Multimedia. 25th anniversary. It's a group buy deal, and basically you buy something like hardware or software, and you can claim a piece of software at the equivalent of the same value. So, and the more people that buy into this, the more free products they give away. So it's now at 24. So 24 free products, and each one can be worth as much as the hardware you bought. So if you buy 100 quid's worth of software, you can have 24 products for free, worth 100 quid each. I didn't want to buy anything because I don't really need anything. And then I discovered that this tiny little Uno drum machine from IK Multimedia that I bought 2.5 years ago and have never used and considered selling at one point, I never registered. So I registered it. And as a result, what have I managed to get? I've managed to get Lursen mastering console, T-Rax, Mixbox, Sample Tank, Syntronic, the Hammond, Amplitude, loads of stuff on that. Yeah, like about 2 grand of software in the last few days I've just been downloading. So there we are. So my plugins collection is sort of growing. I'm turning into Nick. Woo! Lots of stuff. Lots of virtual instruments and stuff, which is really cool. Right, let's duplicate this track. I've still got a few more bits of software to claim, actually, because I've been struggling to pick. I'll have a look at the Hendrix stuff for sure. Let's go. There's that sound that didn't stop rising. Okay, let's put this on. Oh, I set on an 8-bar loop. That's so annoying. Why did I do that? Let's turn it off. I get a feeling I'm just going to be making a piece by holding down one note at a time. Boom. Right, we'll get to bar 15, then we'll bring back Kong's Footstep just for the end of that bit. I should just put in over here. Oh, don't record on that track. I'm using Logic like an absolute tool today. Okay, what is this? What? Why? What? Okay. Don't know why they give me all the MIDI for it, but sure. Right, okay, let's find a sound. I kind of want like an arpeggiator sound of some sort. Where are my arpeggiators? Must be on the third band. Okay. Let's put in this fast sweeping arpeggio. Just arm the track that I create. It's not that hard. I haven't decided how long I'm holding this on for. I haven't been counting the bars. Okay, that'll do. Right. Oh, that was a weird little trail at the end. That's a weird sound. Right, okay, let's just have a quick zoom in. Because my timing was pretty crap then. Yeah, just a bit. Look at that! Okay. Let's see if that's any better. Seems to be playing 7.5 notes per beat, but okay. Right, now we want some bass. Let's go back to this one. Yeah, I think it did record the MIDI. Well, I don't know why it recorded the MIDI from the drum machine just then. Because I'm not on a MIDI track. I don't know. That was proper weird though. Actually, do you know what would help? If I had the click track on. Okay, that's where that's actually ended. I couldn't really. I felt like the bass was a bit quiet then. In fact, I've just been using the same compression for everything, so I should probably fix that. Actually, don't know what? these. Okay, I consider myself hydrated. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Right, okay, so let's get back to Logic. Right, I want now a kind of a chord sound. Maybe it's along here. There's one called Ghosts or something like that. Ghost Voices. It's going to be bassy when I record this. I need to change the compression. See if I remember what chords I played. Vaguely do. Right, a quick bit of cool, right, and now where's Rock God? I feel like we can use that. What was the next one? Let's put some guitar, let's see what it sounds like. chunky. Okay, let's see what it sounds like so far. I'm going to put some wasps in it next. Actually, lose that click track for a minute. Okay, Wolf wonders what reversed Kong's foot would sound like. Wonder no more. Let's make this happen. Right, where's my Kong's foot track? It's one of these, isn't it? Let's find Kong's foot and then we'll put on the wasps. It's there. So what I'll do, in fact, I'm going to record it on this track. Okay, so there's our reverse sound. Right, now I want this reverse to line up with that. That will vaguely do. Okay, right. Actually, let's solo it. Let's see what it sounds like on his own first. I was a little crossfade at the end because I moved it too far. Let me just nudge that back. It's kind of subtle, but I did need something underneath. Okay, let's just... do that. And now with everything else. Yeah, that kind of builds up to it. What I did want to do, actually, that was cool. That was a good suggestion. Let me just forget the rock. No, that one. Right. So So what we'll do is we'll do the same thing with the electric guitar. That doesn't ever seem to fade out. There's no decay on that sound. It just goes on forever. Let's try. No, that one doesn't either. Oh, let's just use this one. That's some automation. Some pitch bend guitar, and then I'll add the wasps. I'm dying to add the wasps. We'll make sure this happens. Actually, this gives me a chance to play with a new plugin. I think I've installed it on this computer. It is Space Delay. Okay, I'm just going to save this. Where's the presets? I love presets. Give me presets. Give me just sorry, I'm getting a cough now. So this is one I got for free. I think it's about 100 quid normally. Okay. And we'll probably just take this down in the mix a little bit. Idea. Right, wasps. I want wasps. I think I meant... hang on. Now, the trouble is I've got a Logic file and 15 of the tracks are called OPSIX. And I don't know what's what. Let's actually start naming this stuff. That should go at the beginning. Okay. Now, let's do something with this. Mr. Modulator, you still there? Where is auto panning? I don't want to draw it in. There must be like a... There must be a thing. Yeah, I wanted to have like, I thought there's a plug-in. There is a plug-in. Oh, screw it. Let's just do Ben's method. I'm assuming, is that actually down the backstairs? Is that Ben? Who are you? we had someone here called Ben who changed his name all the time. I'm assuming it's you, Ben, but I probably just dropped my foot in it. You see, I got this feeling. What am I doing? Oh, okay. We'll fade it in the beginning. There we go. The former Mrs. Modulator. This is lame. Hey Matt, how was your Saturday? Oh, you know, I was just drawing automation lines. Cool. Can you not draw it? Ah, probably. Oh yeah. That'll do. It's a bit of a weird ending. Right, okay. Let's see if this sounds... This could be rubbish. Wait a sec. What? Wait. Why is it not panning? That's weird. What's going on here? I'm assuming it's not panning for you. It's just fading out. What? This new version of Logic is interesting. What have I done that's so obviously wrong? I reckon it's that, innit? Or is it? No. My banner is in the way. Oh yeah, of course it is. Hang on. Oh, what's... So... It's just fading out when it goes to the... It's not even panning, it's just fading. I don't understand. That's so weird. And a bit of a letdown. Alright. Go to the spreader plugin. Well, when I turned it off and it was... It doesn't say even if I turn it off. That's off now. Yeah, that's kind of weird. Okay. Is it on the automation bar? What do you mean? Yeah. Oh, God knows. That'll do. Right. Let's see if I want to add anything else to this track. Yeah, it's definitely on. Why is my volume of the guitar turned all the way down? Oh my God. one of them. I should have held the notes on the bit. In fact, if I just end it all at the same place. Louder, you say? No problem. Should I add a non-OP6 sound? Screw it, let's do it. Where's it gone? Right, okay. What do I want? What are you doing? Come on. Well, that might be cool. Oh, let's put that on. It's getting MIDI from the drums and putting on every single track. Right, I'm going to turn the drum kit off. MIDI drum. Did you even play a note? Play. What's going on? Why won't it work? Help. What's that mean? Cool. Thanks. That's really helpful. Well, I'm sorry. Error 1. Great. Right, what's going on? It works literally just now. What's the problem? But hang on. If I turn on the TR8S, I bet it's going to work. Well, apparently not. Well, what's it? I swear this is connected to the computer. Is this hooked up? Do you know what? This is the first time I've recorded any MIDI since I've moved everything around. I just want MIDI. I just want MIDI. Right. When in doubt, Command K is your friend. Okay, that will do. Okay, did that record anything? Yes, it did. Let's move that a bar later. Okay, let's see where we got to. Okay, so there's some epic clipping going on this track. So let's use another plugin that I got, which apparently is supposed to be quite good. This one's called Stealth Limiter. So let's just go from the beginning. Get ready to have your ears melted. Mr. Modulator just sent me a video which I will airdrop to my Mac and then I'll play it on stream. Hopefully this will work. It's a great aesthetic. I think this track's kind of, well, I'm done with this track. It's alright, it's just a bit of fun. I'm just like exploring some of the sounds, but there's some great stuff on the OP6. It's such a lot of fun to mess around with. And well, it's fun to mess around with some new toys I've got on this Mac as well, actually. Some of the new plugins. It's wicked. Right, received. I clicked open. Okay, hang on. Oh, there's two of me. How do I turn? How do I... this one. No? What? Hang on. There we go. Right, I'm back. Let's open up that video file. I'm assuming... Oh, why have you opened it in that? Oh, I hate it when computers try to be smart. It just does the wrong thing. Give me one moment. Let's open this in QuickTime, please. I don't know if this is going to play. I don't know if you're going to hear the sound. Should we give it a go? I think it played the sound. Did it work? That was really cool. Mr. Modulator has the greatest desktop wallpapers ever. Beautiful. That is a thing of beauty. Thank you very much, Mr. Modulator. Great stuff. Right, okay. Well, we're nearly 2 hours in. That was fun. That was a fun show. It was nice to, yeah. It was nice to hang out. It was nice to check out the new sounds and make some music. It's been a while since I've sat down here. In fact, the last time I sat down and used any of this equipment was the last time I did a stream. So it's been 2 months, which is why I'm a bit rusty. Although Logic is doing some weird things. I don't understand what's going on there. But there we are. I still think it's the best. Right. We are done. This has been a very fun return of BUZZKEIL. If you'd like to buy me a coffee, there's a QR code in the bottom right corner. I've also got a Patreon, which I think everyone here is already a member of anyway. Thank you very much for everyone for your support. Let's, yeah, it was really nice to see everybody again. It's like old times. We shall do it again. I'll try and fit in another stream this week, maybe the weekend. I'll dream up another show. Should we do a raid? Is it worth doing a raid? I do not know. Again, it's all... Ah, bless you. You're too kind, Ben. Thank you very much. Also written by Ben was Ethereal Dog. Should we do a raid? Let's do a raid and just hang out for a bit. Who's online? Oh, Visit of Oz is online. Should we raid Visit of Oz? I think we should actually, because he bought a BUZZKEIL t-shirt. Oh, I'm getting lots of suggestions. Right, who are we airing to? Are we gonna do? Come on in, Mr. Modulator. I can't wait for this idea. Are we serious? Are we going to go and see Piano Improv Man and ask him to play Africa again? Which is the most surreal moment of the raids we've ever done. Right, who are we gonna do? Let's. We're either gonna have Piano Improv Man, or we're gonna have Wizard of Oz. Let me know. Let me know your vote in the chat. It'll be one of those two: Wizard of Oz or Piano Impro Man. Okay, Lloyd's gonna do a vote. I like it. Where does the vote come up? Do I get to vote? I don't know if I get to vote on my own stream. I don't know what's happening. Tell you what, let's have a look at the Seville dog. Has the poll gone up? I don't know if I'm missing stuff on here. I honestly don't know. Okay, apparently I don't get to vote. Okay, because someone... Oh, hang on. It's there. Raiding who? Predict. What do I do? Get started. Oh, I can't vote. Because you have to spend BUZZKEIL bucks. And apparently I don't have any of my own Twitch currency to spend on my own stream. How many people are voting? I think Wizard of Oz has won it. I think that's what it means. 3 voters for Wizard of Oz. Cool. Wizard of Oz it is. I'm going to hit the raid button. Shout BUZZKEIL raid when we get there. Wizard of Oz is a lovely guy. And of course, actually that's quite fitting actually. Because Wizard of Oz, I keep saying Wizard because he's 2 V's. He's Wizard of Oz. He came up with the name of this channel. It was this guy who came up with BUZZKEIL, which is amazing. So I think it's very apt that the first return of BUZZKEIL for Series 2, we're going to go to the person who came up with the name. So let's begin this raid. Thank you very much for joining me on the first episode of the new series of BUZZKEIL. I'll be back later in the week with another episode. Let's do this raid. I shall see you very soon.